Focal TV, bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV, with check and balance, we break it as it unfolds. Focal TV, bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Topo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep Focal.
Hello dear, my name is K. Lyndon Toba. I'm in search of a platform where I can get credible information of our daily happenings in Liberia and the world at large.
Hello dear Lyndon Toba. My name is Grafina Nkwaris.
This is the Focal Online TV, daily edition of Inside the Print Media. So this morning, I am your presenter on the daily edition of Inside the Print Media, and my name is Grafina Sipar. I'm here along with my co-presenter. His name is
K. Lyndon Toba.
And we are here to bring you some important information related to our country, Liberia, and the world at large. So this morning, let us first look at our newspapers. We have in studio. We have the Daily Observer newspaper. We have the Hot Pepper newspaper. We have the New Down newspaper and the Front Page Africa newspaper. Moving forward, we will bring to you our international news. That is from our source, BBC. So for today, we are excited to be in studio here. Today is August 31, 2023. Remember, today is the last day in the month of August, and there's a reason to still live again because you have in life, you have the ability to still push ahead of you. So, regardless of what you are doing, be hopeful that tomorrow you are entering another season of your life, and it's up to you to make that change you want. So, I was not on the show yesterday, and I'm grateful to hear Lyndon Topa, who spearhead the show here as a presenter, and Mohamed Fani Kane as a co-presenter. So, folks, this is how we start off with the news revision from the Observer newspaper. One of the headline reads, LEC set up temporary vending sites in wake of digital vendor outage. The plight of Liberia's children classified as Zokos. Are we ready? A nation of conscience. That is the two headline under the Daily Observer newspaper, and it's important that you get yourself a newspaper to be acquainted and familiar with what of the happenings within our country like Europe. Folks, we take a short break. When I get back, I feel you in from the Daily Observer newspaper firstly, and then it will be turned over to the various newspaper where we bring you important information relating to the headlines and the news interviews. Please stay with me as I'll be right back shortly.
Focal TV, bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV, with check and balance, we break it as it unfolds. Focal TV, bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Topo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep Focal.
Okay, folks, welcome back again. Welcome back to the daily edition of Inside the Print Media here as your presenter, Grafina Sipar, along with my co-presenter. His name is
K. Lyndon Toba.
And we are here this morning to bring to you information relating to our country, Liberia, and the world at large. So we begin from the Daily Observer newspaper. The headlines: LEC set up temporary vending sites in wake of digital vendor outage. LEC set up temporary vending sites in wake of digital vendor outage. The news in details. The Liberia Electricity Corporation LEC has set up its waterside Bushwa Island headquarter office and the anti-power tech campaign site at the Depot Road Artist Field in Painesville as a temporarily rendering site for customers. Last week, the power utility company informed the public that the Labengo vending platform used to purchase tokens was experiencing technical issues. The Liberia Electricity Corporation regrets to inform its valued customers and the general public that the Labengo vending platform used by customers to purchase electricity tokens is currently experiencing technical difficulties. As a result, customers are unable to buy electricity tokens from the Labengo vendors or through digital platforms Orange Money, MTN Mobile Money, TakeMe, or EcoBank app. LEC wrote on its Facebook page. In a press release on August 29, 2023, LEC said sites will help to minimize the impact of these vending challenges on customers and other electricity consumers. LEC has set up temporary vending points on its Waterside headquarters, bourgeois offices in the anti-power theft campaign site at Tuport Road. According to the release, the stopgap measure was implemented on Sunday and will be expanded to meet the public needs until Labengo challenges have been fully resolved and regular vending resumes. The Labengo vending platform has faced significant technical challenges over the past 4 days. This has hindered customers from buying electricity tokens from Labengo vendors or through other digital media such as MTN Mobile Money, Orange Money, TakeMe, and EcoBank mobile app. This is how we move over to another headline under the Daily Observer newspaper. The plight of Liberia's children classified as Zogos. Are we really as a nation of conscience? The plight of Liberia's children classified as Zogos. Are we ready a nation of conscience? Are we really a nation of conscience? This question is being asked by the writer, and I feel it's important you get yourself a newspaper so that you can be acquainted with all of the happenings within Liberia. The news in details. It has been reported in Liberia, especially in Monrovia, that the youth in communities such as ghettos and shanty structures usually come out during the night and hijack, sometimes burglarize homes. Most Moravians call these youth Zokos because there are so many like caterpillars. Since the inception of the Liberian Civil War in December 1989, there has been a disruption of food supplies, the disruption of crops and agricultural infrastructure. This includes the dissemination of families and communities, the displacement of population, and the destruction of educational and health sciences or health services as well as water and sanitation systems. These destruction can in no way be compared to the seriousness of the damage and heavy toll on the minds of Liberian children who lived through and witnessed various forms of atrocities during the war. The wounds inflicted by the Civil War on children, physical injury, gender based violence, and sociology or psychological distress are often that will have a lasting impact on the present and future human resource development of Liberia. Indeed, armed conflict affects all aspects of child development, such as physical, mental, and emotional stability. The war in Liberia has taken a terrible toll on children. Children and their families have suffered as refugees, displaced people within their own nation borders, or civilians remain at home in or outside of war zones. The wars have affected children's physical health, mental health, day-to-day life, and hopes for the future. This is how we move over to Kelly Notoka, who will bring us in from the front page African newspaper, the news and headlines.
Thank you, Griffin and Sipa, for such a beautiful reading this morning. Front page Africa. Court jails DEA officer for killing girlfriend. Court jails DEA officer for killing girlfriend. An agent of the Drugs Enforcement Agency (DEA) identified as child Joe Fulai has been sent to jail for allegedly shooting and killing his girlfriend in the Lockington community with a single barrel shotgun. Defendant Joe Fulai was incarcerated at the Monrovia Central Prison on Tuesday, August 29, 2023, by the magistrate L. Ben Bacot upon his appearance in court. The defendant mishandled the firearm prematurely while in a gathering where people usually gather for entertainment within the neighborhood. The DEA agent called his girlfriend, Junita Smallwood, to meet at their usual meeting place. The victim later appeared at the entertainment spot and met the defendant, his girl, his friend Moses Smo, and Mama Wia. Moses Smo offered the deceased a drink. While defendant Joe Fuller was engaged in a conversation with his colleague, he recklessly discharged the firearm, resulting in the death of victim Smallwood. After the single barrel shotgun went off, the defendant ran to his friend Smallwood and said, "I mistakenly killed my girlfriend." We move over to another headlines. Liberia's unmarried presidential candidate, Dr. Clarence Monaba, said he is not in any romantic relationship. During an interview on the Spoon late Monday night, Dr. Monaba, who is 45 years old, was asked by Gibson Jury, one of the panelists on the talk show, about the status of his romantic life or whether he has a girlfriend. In response, Dr. Monaba emphasized that he appreciated the fact that critics cannot find any evidence of corruption against him, except that he is not married, let alone having a fiancée. Right now, I do not have a girlfriend. Lenin presidential candidate Dr. Monaba replied as a smile played across his face. He added, "I would put it this way. I am blessed. I am very comfortable with where I am in my private life right now. And anyone who enters my life in a romantic way will understand what takes priority in my life. For the last 20 years that I have been in Liberia, building my career and contributing to the country has been paramount." Has it affected relationship in the past? Absolutely yes. But at the end of the day, I feel confident in what I am doing. I feel confident in my career. And my career is aimed at ensuring that Liberia becomes better than what we have today, he asserted. According to him, the only reason people bring up the issues of romantic relationship in front of him is because there is no hole, and I don't say that this to brag, but there is no gap in my educational career. I have been blessed with academic degrees, including 2 masters and a PhD, making me one of the most educated presidential candidates in the history of Liberia. With this being said, it brings us to a close of the Front Page Africa newspaper. Back to you, Grafina, for the continuation of local news on this network.
Thanks to you, Lingo Zopa, for filling us in from the Front Page African newspaper. So, one of the headline reads from the Newtown newspaper: Protest rocks UL Fendel campus over scarcity of armchairs. Protest rocks UL Fendel campus over scarcity of armchairs. No more academic or learning activities at the University of Liberia Fendel campus, where the on Wednesday, 30 August, are protesting students demanding chairs. The disruptions were masterminded by members of the campus-based Progressive Students Alliance (POSA) and the Student Unification Party (SUP). While students were in class during academic periods, protesters were seen walking in corridors of the academic building chanting, "No chair, no school. We are tired of sitting on the floor." The protesting students, dressed in their campus-based party t-shirts, said that their objective of disrupting union activities is to call the University of Liberia administrations attending to the limited seating capacity on campus. Speaking in an inclusive interview, one of the protest leaders from the Student Unification Party (SUP), James Massaquoi lamented that it's quite unfortunate that the University of Liberia, after enrolling in 18,000 freshman students, doesn't have seating capacity. My brother look at this and tell me if it is fair. How can the university authority give admissions to over 18,000 students when they know they have seating capacity? This is complete wickedness. We have been staying in class just to take notes. We say, since the inception of the current semester, academic activities at the state-run university have been at a slow pace with lecturers demanding pay and salary increments on one hand while students agitate for cheers. This is how we move quickly to the Hot Pepper newspaper, and it's back to you, Caitlin Dunstova, who will fill us in.
Alright, thank you, Nancy Pass, for such eloquent presentation as always. Hot Pepper newspaper. Repeated sabotage, attacks, and theft at ArcelorMittal. A call for safety and security for businesses. In today's interconnected world, foreign investments and business play a crucial role in driving economic growth and creating job opportunities. To ensure a conducive environment for these activities, government must prioritize providing safety and security. But sadly, this has not always been the case of Liberia's greatest taxpayer and the country's only consistent foreign investment since the end of war continues to come on increased sabotage and attack. On the 28th of August 2023, ArcelorMittal reported a derailment on the rail track involving one of its locomotives, which was traveling from Yekepa to the port of Buchanan in Grand Bassa County. At ArcelorMittal statement unveiled how the derailment happened due to the theft of railroad fastener by unknown individuals. The BKS foreign direct investments in Liberia to date, ArcelorMittal continues to witness repeated violent attack and theft of rail ties and other metal fasteners that secure the tracks to the rail sleeper. On the evening of July 28, 2023, gunmen with machetes and other dangerous weapons stormed in Tokade mines in Yekepa, Nima County, severely injuring one employee and a police officer. The gang also ransacked and damaged valuables, money assets, including vehicles and other equipment. The police were called and responded swiftly to the attack and restored calm to the man. Police report later confirmed that the gang members are part of a criminal syndicate stationed in the town of Zolokwi, which is located in District 3, Nimbat, and are bent on stealing fuel oil, and heavy-duty spare parts from ArcelorMittal. We move over to another headline. No need for change. Student first-time voters of Margibi declare. The student community and the first-time voters of Margibi County have underscored the need for continuity in the national leadership, noting that there is no need for changing the WIA leadership given the landmark development initiatives being carried out across the country. An eloquent first-time female voter who spoke on behalf of the student community and the first-time voters of Margibi County on Wednesday, August 30, 2023, said they were delighted over President Weah's visits to their county. She said, the students and the first-time voters would like to seize the opportunity to recount the numerous development achievements of George Weah administration, outline why we are voting and how we are informed about the issues of our country. The truth of the matter is that despite the many barriers that the administration has faced in the global crisis around the world, yet your administration was able to do the following for the many low-income families paying of WIAC fees in all schools in Liberia, reducing the cost for parents, improving overall 136 junior and senior secondary schools in the Republic, and the ongoing construction of model schools in Francis Louis Frank community, and the introduction of digital classroom in public schools with extensions to private schools. With this being said, it brings us to a final closure of local news from the newspaper. Back to you, Grafina, for the continuations on this platform.
Thanks to you, Kelly. So far, this is how we take a short break, folks. But let me remind you about this interesting news this morning from our from Liberia Electricity Company, and this is from the LEC standpoint. They are encouraging and they are apologizing, informing the public about the issues they have with the sales of token. So AEC set up a temporary vending sites in wake of digital vendor outage, and these sites are being placed to Waterstar, that is Bushwa Island, and another one is Support Road, that is specifically in Kingsville around Baptist Field. So we are encouraging all members or all those who are business people or business minded people to kindly reach to these sites and try to go there early because from their page on Facebook, it started on Sunday and Sunday was August 27th. It started on Sunday and it begins at 8 a.m. to the latest hour. So we encourage you to go sooner because these two places are supplying us token now within a country like Europe. And when this issue is being resolved, they will come back into the public, but you cannot access for LEC token right now on mobile money, MTN mobile money, take me, and all you have to do is just to go to this area and get token. Remember, we used to use the Labenco banking platform that we used to get our AC, but it's not going through now. And because of the problem they have, many cannot have access to orange mobile money. So this is just to keep you informed that you have to reach out to these various places that have been set aside for us at Bushwa Island and to put the Baptist Field in Painesville where you can be able to get your token. So we take a short break. When we get back, I'll bring you very quick the international news, and our source for today is the BBC. So please stay with me. Thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate you. If you are always joining us from the diaspora, we love you. We appreciate your effort. Just do a thing for us. Continue to share our live stream here program online TV because here we bring innovation to broadcasting. And don't forget, Focus Online TV is located within the Togo community along the Japanese Highway. Our offices are open for business needs. So whenever you have the chance, you want to do advertisement, just track this deal with us, come to us, and we make it happen. Remember, we are Focal Online TV and we bring innovation to broadcasting. Thanks for watching. I'll be right back shortly with our international news.
Focal TV. Breaking you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV, with check and balance, we break it as it unfolds. Focal TV, bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Topo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep Focal.
Okay, welcome back. Welcome back again, folks, to the daily edition of Inside the Print Media here on Focal Online TV. It's good being back here to fill you in on information relating to the international world. So we are bringing you this information from our source for today, the BBC. And one of the headline reads, more than 60 dead in Johannesburg building blaze. More than 60 dead in Johannesburg building blaze. The news in details. More than 60 people have died and more than 40 injured following a fire at a block of flats in Johannesburg. Authorities say it's unclear what sparked the blaze at a story building. Emergency services told the BBC the fire butted the building in Johannesburg city center at around 1:30. Authorities say firefighters evacuated the building's occupants on arrival, and the search and recovery of bodies is still ongoing. Reports suggest the occupants of the building were mostly African migrants. So now seeing something like this in my 22 years of service, Johannesburg Emergency Management Service spokesman Rabel Maluzi has told local television station that is Newsroom Africa that the fire happened in a five-story building that had been abandoned at one stage, but where people have been living. It is an aging building, he said, and firefighters have been going through floor to clear the debris. He told the TV station that he had never come across something like this in his 22 years of service. He said there are a lot of informal structures inside the building in every floor. It is not immediately clear what caused the blaze. So this is how we close down on our news segment here, folks. Remember, we are in crucial time within our country Liberia, and it is important that you get yourself a newspaper and you be familiar with all of the happenings within the country Liberia. Remember that our newspapers in Liberia are being sold for a minimum amount of 40 Liberian dollars to a maximum of 50 Liberian dollars. Get yourself a newspaper here on Focal Online TV. We bring you information relating to our country Liberia and the world at large. We also bring you top stories. So to be informed about everything about this country, you have to get yourself a newspaper and be acquainted with all of the happenings within Liberia. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you all, and we will be back again tomorrow. But don't forget to continue to maintain the peace we have within our country Liberia. There's no way or there's no need to be in acts of violence. Remember, on this platform, I usually say this that you witnessing the act of violence is not helpful. You experiencing it is not helpful. So there's no need to give it a try. There's no need to do something that might likely take your life just from the first try. Do away with violence and let's protect the peace we have within our country Liberia. Liberia is what we have. Liberia is what we got. So in order to protect the peace we have within this country Liberia, we must do away with the act of violence. Respect all political leaders, even if you are not or partisan of that particular political party, and it is their turn to run their campaign. Respect them, respect the fact that they are running their campaign, and just cooperate and maintain what we have in our country Liberia. And please don't forget, I will say this to you. Like for example, we had if you're thinking I will go back to the aspect of war, you have future leaders who are still breathing themselves. So there's no need for you to even support any acts of violence, hoping and thinking, yeah, we'll go back. We are not going back. And we are not going back because we are people who have experienced the worst and we have made that change as Liberians. So Kelly, thanks for the cooperation yesterday on the daily edition of Inside the Queen Media. I appreciate the efforts and I know you are feeling okay because you have a lot of smile on your face. This morning, I'm not seeing any stress.
Well, we are always okay.
Oh, it's okay. Okay, so we are leaving studio now. Do you have anything to say to our audience relating to the campaign arena we are facing within our country Liberia?
Yeah, just to add my voice to the previous statement you have already made and in cautioning Liberians home and abroad to not be used as a tools to perpetrate violence. So we are urging everyone because Liberia, our country Liberia is the only country we have. This is the country we cannot be deported from. So whatever we do, we should try to safeguard this fragile peace we all enjoy. Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks to you, Kelly and Topa, for sending a message of peace out there to our people, to the Liberian people. If you are a first time voter and you mistakenly lost your voting ID card, we encourage you to reach to the various centers they have within the country and then try to renew your voter registration card. Is important. And if you are or if you register to vote, you got your voting ID card and you are sitting and saying that you are not voting, it's a wrong step to take. Let me just talk about that. It's a wrong step to take. You cannot be a citizen of Liberia and now wanting to make the right decision. You sitting will also give someone a chance to empower someone who will not lead correctly or in the rightful path. So it's good that you go and cast your vote. Remember, your one vote can make a count. So you have to go and vote. It makes no sense you being educated, you attended high school, and okay, even if you did not attend high school, you're a business person, and deciding to sit and not vote, or I'm just getting my voter as a card just to, well, I mean, to get other things when I want to get in, like I want to go to the bank and all of those things, I just want to get it. You know, the country, like the people country, all of these things will not help. It will not help because you are not taking a stand. So you see, if you go and cast your vote for the right person you feel is the right person to serve as a president or a representative of this country or of your district, it will help. But you sit and you are not making no decision. Do you know that you forcing you are making a decision for your country, and that decision you will be held accountable for in a long term? So it's good to go and vote. Just don't sit down and say I'm not going to vote October 10. No, go and vote for your children's future. Go and vote for the following year that will come. Go and vote. Don't sit, please. Thanks for watching, folks. My name is Berkina Korishwa, and this is how I close down on the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. Today is August 31, 2023. It's blessed having you on this platform. We're going to keep you informed here on Foca Online TV because we bring innovation to broadcasting. So have yourself a nice day and make our other steps.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck